the discrimination and the hatred is prevailing all over the world. Definitely, for example, if there is any crime in any side of the world, the rest of the human beings are crying, are agitating against that crime. Definitely, that is a good omen, because we need to protect the human rights, and we need to protect the humans' feelings and all these things, irrespective of their caste, their religion, and their language, because we are here to defend the humanity. The humanity is the more concern in all over the world, whether they are Christians, whether they are Jews, whether they are Muslims. No matter if there is any discrimination against the humanity on the face of the earth, we need to unite. We need to voice against those atrocities. So definitely these things come up with the passage of time, because sometimes political polarization all over the world is the big source behind all these hatred and discrimination. This is what we have seen in recent eras, and previous history is full of these discriminations, full of this hatred, and full of this extremism. So the word extremism is not concerned only with any religion. The extremism might appear in the form of capitalist system. The extremism might come up in the form of socialist system, and likewise the extremism might appear in the form of religion, any kind of religion in the world. So today we are witnessing such kind of extremism and discrimination in the big world, because the people, the world leaders claiming themselves as the democratic champions on the face of the world, they are committing the discrimination cases in front of the world. For example, let me take an example from the United States. His Honorable Secretary of State Blinken, when he visited Israel, where he was addressing a press conference with the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, and while the press conference, he directed some statements in the case of the war situation which is prevailing in Middle East, especially between Palestine and Israel. So I want to quote one of the statement over here. Let's listen this gentleman very carefully, and you can decide by yourself whether is this a discrimination, hatred, or extremism, or what. Let's start it.
If you'll permit me, personal aside, I come before you not only as the United States Secretary of State, but also as a Jew. My grandfather, Maurice Blinken, fled pogroms in Russia. My stepfather, Samuel Pizarro, survived concentration camps, Auschwitz, Dachau, Majdanek. So, Prime Minister, I understand on a personal level.
So now see, this is the situation which we have seen, the world have seen already, by the hatred statements directed by the Honorable Secretary of State Blinken. That is, I think so, it's irresponsibility. It's because you are already here as a Secretary General of United States, that this is not very matchable with your designation. This is not very suitable for your personality you are possessing as the Secretary General of United States. So what kind of message you want to deliver to the world by this conference? What we can perceive from after having this conference? Definitely the world, the people of the world are feeling kind of discrimination. You are visiting Israel as the US Secretary, but not a Jew. So why are you passing such kind of statements while having the press conference in front of the world, in front of the media? So it shows you are creating the hatred among the people. You are creating the barriers between the people. You are inculcating the extremism in the minds of the people. So you are creating the hatred. You are spreading the discrimination between the nations, between the people, among the people. So is this a right approach to being presented here by an Honorable Secretary General of a democratic state? Because you are claiming yourself as a democratic people of the world. Of course, you have a democratic culture. We know all about this. That's a good omen. We appreciate it. But being a Secretary General of the United States, this is not very suitable for you to pass on such kind of statements against any nation. You are not an ordinary citizen of any country. You are a responsible person. You are an official. You are a delegate. So you need to be careful about your words. So I hope next time these people should not pass on this statement on the basis of discrimination, on the basis of culture, religion, caste, and a nation. You should address as a common person, as a common official, but not a Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and a non-Muslim. So you need to be careful about all these things.